Greetings, I'm Craig Smyser with 1835 Realty. There's a place downtown on 6th Street where you can view curiosities, oddities, and things that are just plain strange. We're going to visit the Museum of the Weird on this episode of Discover Austin. It just makes sense that the Museum of the Weird is located in the city with the slogan, "Keep Austin Weird." Now, when you first enter, you actually find yourself in the Lucky Lizard Curios and Gift Shop, which has lots of things related to Austin and a few things that are weird. At the back of the shop is the entrance to the museum. The Museum of the Weird is essentially a dime museum, which was popular in the 1800s. The most famous was P.T. Barnum's American Museum in New York City. One of the key things to understand is that some of the exhibits are real, and others are what Barnum called humbugs, which were made up in an effort to fool the viewer into thinking it was real. Museum of the Weird does the same thing. In the words of owner Steve Busti, "You go in, you're presented with these things. It's up to you to decide what's real, what isn't." The museum features a Fiji mermaid, which was popularized by P.T. Barnum. One of the museum's prized exhibits is the creature on ice. Shown around the country back in the 1960s, Steve, the museum owner, saw it on display as a kid. In 2013, he was able to acquire it for the museum. It has its own room with memorabilia and a video sharing some of the Iceman's history. Filming of the Iceman is not permitted, so you'll have to come see it for yourself. In the freak show room, you'll see what was often in a circus sideshow, like a two-headed calf or the bearded lady exhibit. There's also a video to enjoy about some of the notable people P.T. Barnum employed. The museum also houses Svanthor's Chamber of Horrors, which are wax figures from some of the great monster movies. There are many exhibits packed into the museum. The tours are self-guided and can take anywhere from 25 minutes to an hour, depending upon your pace and the number of other visitors. There's so much to absorb here that frankly, if you've got the time, you can be here much longer than that. While 6th Street isn't known for family entertainment, the Museum of the Weird is fun for all ages. So come on down and look at some pretty weird things. I'm Craig Smyser with 1835 Realty. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Discover Austin. And remember, when you're ready to buy or sell a home in Central Texas, I'm ready to help. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Discover Austin. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel or go ahead and watch the next video.